Good morning, good evening, good day, good night, wherever you are in the world. I am Tim, ready once again for the Speed Force Racing GP4 Series Chinese Grand Prix with my co-commentator, as always, who is now 24 years old, Oliver.
Oh, thank you. Did have a great birthday race, if I can say so for myself, in Vietnam, but you know what? Past is the past. We always look forward, and this is the actual track, Tim, that I actually got my first ever podium in GP3 last season. This exact track has got me, it's the start of many things. So, and speaking of start of many things, the guy who's coming out now, Tim, which is the Sonic Corp's coming out of the garage right now. What a start to the season he's having, Tim.
Yeah, Sonicok, of course, already a far cry from his results last season. Sonicok, your winner last week in Vietnam, but also winning in Bahrain the week before, as well as getting the pole in that race. So Sonicok leading the championship standings with 55 points, with Gamey Things in second with 48, Energy Dan in third with 43 points, and Energy Dan's teammate Shadowlancer, who's having the best season so far in his SFR career, is in fourth with 34 points. So a lot of drivers that we're not used to seeing up close to the standings really showing their strength this season.
Now, can we just ask him, who is the first car on track? I think we can probably all guess.
The first car, you say? Well, the first car, as just about as always, Need for Speed, otherwise known as Harry. He's in the Haas car, of course, today, so we'll see what he's doing now. He's going down that very long straightaway, that DRS straightaway there, the final one before you actually get to the front straightaway. I just like to call it the very long straightaway because that's what it is. Whenever I'm driving this track and I turn onto that straightaway, it's just like, it's like you can just kick back and relax if you didn't need your feet for the gas pedal because it's just so long.
Yeah, you could say so, but it's also pretty much the most popular overtaking spot. Well, Harry's the first one to actually take away the ball on, which never lasts long here in China, to say the least. But can I just say something with Harry? This is one of his favourite racetracks. This is one of his favourite circuits. He loves China. Yesterday, he had a warm-up race. He had a league race yesterday. He qualified third on this track yesterday, and he finished, was it P7, P6 in the race. So this track really is a strong suit to Harry's style here.
Well, we'll see how he does in the race today. Of course, Harry out on softs right now, so already going for a fast lap just straight out of the gate. I do have a little bit of a weather update for you, though. It is going to be a dry race, as Energy Dan has told us, so that's always good to know. In fact, we have someone in the comms chat. Of course, that's not accessible to the viewers, but the comms chat, someone saying that the commentators don't need to know the weather. Well, Adam, what are you talking about, my friend? We need to know the weather. We love knowing the weather.
Podge is out!
Podge is out already. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I would take a look at Podge, but we cannot do that. Did you see what happened, Oliver?
Yeah, I can see on the track map, Racing Podge is crashed out on the exit of the final corner on his out lap, and he was about to start his flying lap, but unfortunately, bad luck to have struck it again, and he's hit straight left to the barrier. Bad luck for Racing Podge. Once more, his miserable start to the season just keeps on never catch a break with him.
And you know, Podge really does seem like one of the most unluckiest drivers in the GP4 series. For whatever reason, it just seems that he can never have a good race. Something's always happening. He gets wrecked. He gets a time penalty. He gets caught up in someone else's wreck. Who knows? It's just... you gotta wonder, when is he gonna get his big break? When is he gonna be able to break out? And then when he does, are we gonna be able to stop him?
Oh, I don't know. I just feel bad for Podge. He just can never ever catch a break. This guy is pretty much the most experienced, one of the most experienced guys in SFR today, and he just never ever catch a break. He's a very fast driver, but he just never catches a break. He just never ever seems to go right with him in the race. He can keep it clean and everything else, but hey. It is China, Tim. Many things can happen on this track. So, a good strategy, a good mindset, a good racecraft can always help him out today.
Well, we'll have to see what strategy he goes for, because he will inevitably be starting in P20 here today. He's currently taking a look at your boy Alfie, who is currently scored in 8th, but that's only a technicality because he does not have a time on the board just yet, but on the medium tire, so not really expecting him to go too fast. However, we are seeing a few drivers get some decent lap times on the medium tires. Your last week's winner, Sonic Hawk, and second in points, Gamey Things, sitting up there in second and third. A 131 for Sonic Hawk, a 132 for Gamey Things. We'll see what it's your boy Alfie can do, but is he actually experiencing some traffic? No, he's not. In fact, his Williams teammate behind him is actually getting a little bit of a slipstream from him, so we got VXI going to try to go for a good lap. VXI, where does he end up? He ends up in 8th. It's your boy Alfie going in 6th with a 132.710. Liverpool FC Pro, who is the newest full-time GP4 driver, is in 7th in that McLaren, so I'm sure he'll be happy with that time, but definitely looking for more. As always, Stocksy9 currently on the pole with a 131.
Second, good lap.
Yeah, good job from the Baron. So let's take a look at Snellweg, last season's championship winner. And Snellweg, he has been a driver that we expected to see a lot from this season. However, there has been a few changes on his end. He's getting used to manual gears. I think he said that he's even getting used to running assists off. So Snellweg, who was the favorite coming into this, don't quote me on the assist part, but I do remember him saying manual gears. He goes to 4th though, so maybe he's getting a little bit better, a 131.985.
That's a Snellweg you used to know.
That's right. But as I was saying, that Snellweg, there's a lot going on with him as far as his driving that's really affecting him this season. So he really does need a good result here today. And 4th so far on the board is not anything to shake a stick at.
The winners are slipstreaming. The winners are slipstreaming. It's boy Alfie and VXI are slipstreaming.
On board with VXI, and he goes around his teammate. VXI on those soft tires. Now they're running side by side. His teammate is racing him. What's the point of slipstreaming if you're just going to race each other? I have no idea. So that really hurt VXI.
I'll tell you that.
And he goes wide. He goes wide.
His teammate contact. The winners make contact.
Oh my goodness.
Contact. The winners make contact. Wow.
Definitely going to be a heated discussion there later on between these two.
The Williams guys, they're practicing their slipstreaming. Oh, Fanny Line has spun on the exit of turn number 5. So Fanny Line has spun.
And Fanny Line was on his flying lap, so he's going to have to loop it back around and figure out how to get back around, get a new, fresh set of Dr. Feelgoods, and then go out there and try to set a pole lap. Currently looking at the Alfa Romeo of Proliver, who has not yet set a lap.
He's
Fanny Line disqualified for parked in a dangerous location. I mean, and that's a technicality with F1 2020, unfortunately, and I really don't think he should have been disqualified, but I guess he just did not get moving quick enough.
You got a Mercedes, I think it's a new guy. Is it I'm in a Weber? I think it's what it's called. I think I don't know his name, but I don't try to pronounce his name. I think it's I'm Enno Weber. I think it's what it's trying to say. He's on a lap. Let's have a look what he's doing, Tim.
So we'll see what Weber can do. He's going to cross the line now. Where will he end up time-wise? Goes to 9th, a 132.484, so good job from him.
Nice. Very good lap. Very, very good lap from Weber. Very good lap from the Alfa Romeos. They're quite close together.
And we have another new name.
Kara.
Kara has actually changed his name, but that is, as far as I know, the same Kara that we all know and love from last season and this season as well. In the Renault, currently starting his flying lap, so we'll see what he can do.
I have to say that Kara, we always know Kara for his qualifying. Hopefully he can really do something in the race. I really do hope so, because he is so fast in qualifying. Hopefully he can actually do stuff in the race. I just can't get over to what happened with the Williams boys. It's just weird. I've never seen that between teammates during qualifying.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit insane. I mean, I can understand them slipstreaming, but then they're racing each other, and then they make contact, which I did not see the contact. The camera angle that I was given was actually looking at the front wing of VXI.
Yeah, but have you noticed the way the car actually jolted to the right-hand side, and you can tell that's contact. You can tell.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely. After you said something anyway, because at first I thought he just went a little too wide, but then you said that there was contact, and you can kind of put the pieces together, but one thing that is not telling us is why that happened, and you know, are the Williams teammates kind of yelling at each other right now? I mean, that's one thing. You don't want to be yelling at your teammate. You want to work together. So it looks like they were trying to do that, and it just didn't work out. But let's take a look at Kara, who, speaking of the devil, is actually behind one of the Williams. But Kara almost invalidated his lap, but was able to hang on to it. And he goes quickest. They won 30.880 for the Renault.
Wow. The first guy to first into the 130s. GG.
Absolutely insane. And Lewis goes into third, and Lewis, he was actually concerned about his lap time. Sonic Hawk now in first. They won 30.348.
Is this a new improved Sonic Hawk we need to know too? This is like a Sonic Hawk 2.0 we're seeing here, like a massive upgrade from last season.
I think so. If he's able to get the pole today, he is going to walk away with an extra point. So you know that's what he's fighting for here, especially after knowing he's leading the championship and coming off of 2 wins in a row.
I mean, I love this new improved Sonic Hawk. It's absolutely unbelievable. And we've got his championship rival, Energy Dan, just going into the first sector now, about to go onto the back straight. Let's see what the man in third place is doing.
Third place, we'll find Energy Dan here in just a moment. Way back there in 19th, because he has not set a lap just yet, but we'll take a look. So apparently, since he has 1 lap on the medium tires, that must mean that he had tried to go for a lap but invalidated it. So now he's trying to go for yet another one, unless he's just trying to make his way back to the pits and put a fresh set of tires on. But a good line through there, and that's a very tricky corner because you got to slow way down for that hairpin.
Yeah, definitely. But again, it's a very good overtaking spot. You can go around the outside, go around the inside, or you can go a very cheeky switchback move and get a drive out of that corner to see if you can get a run into the last corner. So it's going to be really interesting to see how people approach the hairpin, because it's the very most overtaking spot going into the hairpin. So I would love to see how it all plans out.
Energy Dan going 10th quickest with a 132.260 on the old medium tires. So I suspect he's probably going to put a fresh set of softs and try that lap again. I mean, ideally, I guess you want to be able to start on the medium tires so you can extend that first stint out longer, but if you don't have the pace, then it's not going to do you any favors.
But if you think about it, we all know China, and people will probably agree with it, it's a very aggressive track on tires, because I'm looking at the XI right now. Gaming Things first, Tim, 30.3 now.
So Gaming Things showing his might.
This is a guy to Gaming Things. He's always so consistent. Remember last season, Tim? He's always the quiet man. He's always and around there. I don't think he's going to be such a quiet man no longer.
No, he really isn't. And you got to remember how the season actually started off for Gaming Things. He did initially win the Australian Grand Prix, but the stewards, taking a look at an incident between him and Energy Dan about 10 laps prior to the finish, they decided that they needed to demote him down a place, so that actually gave him second place in the Australian Grand Prix, with Phantom Shadow winning his first race in the GP4 series in his debut race in SFR, I might add. So Gaming Things, he's probably looking for something to prove. He wants to show that, hey,
Alfie's
you know, he
fourth.
can win.
Alfie's just gone into fourth.
Wow, so Alfie really pulling some speed out of the bag here today. Was watching him a little bit earlier. He invalidated his lap and was watching him on that last lap, but I thought that he was going into the pit. So when you mentioned Gaming Things, we went to take a look at him, and then all of a sudden, it's your boy Alfie pulls out a 131.2, you know, just out of nowhere. So good job to It's Your Boy Alfie. We'll see how he winds up once all the times are on the board. But so far, it looks like these Williams boys might have some speed, or at least Alfie does. VXI is back there with a 141.6 still.
Shadow Lancer going towards the hairpin, Tim.
Shadow Lancer definitely looking for a better lap time than what he has at the moment. A 133.395 is what he's got on the board now. He's on the medium tire, so not sure how much he's going to be able to improve, but he does have a clean lap, and he's going to cross the line. Let's see what he's able to do. Does he go quicker? No, he does not.
Well, he goes up one place above Liverpool SC Pro. He goes above one place, but this does not count for nothing with Shadow Lancer here. Shadow Lancer is always known for his midfield as a midfield driver, but ever since he's gone with Energy Dan, look at the season he's having. It's like a big massive boost up for him right now.
Yeah, and I don't think that Shadowlancer is going to have enough time to really get another lap in, so I think he should have probably went for the soft tires that time around.
Towards the last corner.
We got VXI going fourth, just in front of his teammate, a 130.985 for the Williams driver. Now let's take a look at Liverpool FC Pro once we get down to him.
He just finished his lap. He stays where he is in 17th.
So Saneth, the only driver who has not set a time on the board, and he is still in the pits. So if he wants to set a time, he's going to have to get out there very quickly. Let's take a look at Need for Speed, though. He is on a flying lap, and we'll see if he's able to do anything with it. His currently best time is a 132.353, and he's definitely going to be looking for more. Need for Speed has not had the season that he has wanted so far. A lot of DNFs, a lot of poor qualifying results, but
I mean, he was so unlucky. Do you remember last week? He was so unlucky by an unfortunate disqualification by blocking the pit exit at Vietnam. Didn't even give him a chance to actually come out.
Yeah, and that is a bit ridiculous, and I hate that it happened for him. And unfortunately, as commentators, we don't have any control over that. So it was really just luck of the draw for Need for Speed. But hey, there's a good result. 9th place so far, a 131.521 for the Haas driver. So good job.
I mean, Need for Speed doing very well. Did very, very well.
Phantom Shadow, the Australian Grand Prix winner, on his outlap now, about to start his flying lap with just over 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining. He should have plenty of time to get back around and start that lap.
I'm predicting a 129 coming, Tim. I can see someone sneaking into that 129.
Well, we got Gamey Thanks, Sonicok, Kara, It's Your Boy Alfie, Phantom Shadow, Snellweg, Energy Dan, Proliver, and
Big Side's
Weber.
qualifying is done, Tim. But Big Side will not do another lap.
Who?
Big Side, he's going to the pits. He's invalidated, and he'll not do another lap. He's got not enough time to get in and have a change of tyres. So Big Side, unfortunately, is out of qualifying.
Yeah, unfortunate there for him. But hey, he did get a decent time in fourth, a 130.985. So that is nothing to shake a stick at. The Williams boys starting fourth and fifth, at least so far, unless a driver can split the two. Currently watching Phantom Shadow in the Renault. His teammate of Kara going third fastest. Him currently in sixth fastest with a 131.370. But we'll see if he's able to improve on that. So far, does not look like he had a good Sector 1. In Sector 2 now, let's see if he can improve it all here.
Here we go, final laps. Who is going to get
Oh no, and Phantom Shadow's off! Phantom Shadow's off and into the gravel. He will not be able to improve his lap time. Unfortunately, he clipped the curb and it turned him around. Let's take a look at Energy Dan.
Stoxy9's in third, Tim. Stoxy9 just jumped to third.
Stoxy9 really showing that he's going to be fast here today, so maybe we need to keep an eye on him. A 130.580 for Stoxy9.
Stoxy9 showing his worth. Improving that, getting that Haas car to where it needs to be in third place. Real good stuff for Gamey Things. He's come around the second sector right now. He's just ahead of Sonic Hawk. So Sonic Hawk and Gamey Things are trading blows. Gamey Things is 70 thousandths faster than his previous time. Let's have a look at Sonic Hawk. He's 5 thousandths slower. Gamey Things probably might get pole here, Tim.
Let's take a look at Gamey Things. Going down the straightaway, riding on board with him, keeping that wheel as straight as an arrow, approaching the hairpin, braking very late once he gets to the curb, cutting the hairpin as much as he can and going wide on the exit. One more corner to go. Let's see what he can do. He's got to be very careful here. This corner, it's so easy to invalidate. Kara goes quickest, a 130.1, but what does Gamey Things do? Gamey Things does not go quicker than Kara, so Kara on the pole so far. Let's see what Sonicok's able to do. He's about to finish his lap. He crosses the line. He does not go pole as well. So let's see where Energy Dan is. He is still on a flying lap. Energy Dan, maybe the last driver to complete the lap, and he goes to fourth quickest, a 130.498 for Energy Dan.
Nice. I'll tell you now, good luck to drivers in there. And look what Need for Speed is, Tim, in 10th place. What a good result for Need. While I say that, Snellweg's jumped up to 4th. Snellweg is back, Tim.
Snellweg is back indeed, and you know Energy Dan has got to fill. And It's Your Boy Alfie is disqualified for being parked in a dangerous location.
No way. Damn, he's going to be starting 19th, Tim. My goodness me, what a mix-up.
I think that this is starting to get a little bit ridiculous in that maybe we need to take a look at the settings for these lobbies if we can change that, if at all possible, because I have not seen any driver do anything unsafe here today, yet we have 3 of them that are out. One of them, of course, wrecking out, and then 2 of them being disqualified.
Oh, thank you for Oliver just saying happy birthday for the other day. Thank you so much.
So
good evening to you too, Mansell. Just leading to down here. Weber, thank you. Weber's in the comments as well. Nice to see him. James Hook's in here too. Sonic 3.0, that's funny. So I'll keep looking in the comments. You too, take the standings.
So your official starting lineup for the GP4 Series Chinese Grand Prix is Kara on the pole with Gamey Things in second. Third is Sonic Hawk. Fourth is Snellweg, Energy Dan in fifth. Stoxy9 in sixth. VXI in seventh. Eighth is Phantom Shadow the Bear in ninth. 10th is Need for Speed Lewis in 11th. 12th is Amino Weber. Gizlodian in 13th. 14th is Shadow Lancer Proliver in 15th. 16th Liverpool FC Pro Saneth in 17th. Podge Racing 18th. Itchy Boy Alfie in 19th. And Fanny Lion in 20th. So unfortunate results for a few of them there. Of course, Podge Racing not even being able to get a time down before wrecking out of the qualifying session. So you know he's going to be wanting to climb his way up. Itchy Boy Alfie getting disqualified at the very last few seconds of the session. So he has speed here today. He just does not have the track position. We'll see if he's able to work his way up from the 19th place.
James Hook just said, let's give Harry a shout out for that quali coming on leaps and bounds. Yeah, definitely, James Hook. What a quali. Need for Speed had. So that's probably one of his best of the season so far.
Yeah, definitely hats off to Harry there going in P10. That is his best result so far as I'm aware of. Now, let's see if it can translate into the race and get himself some points or at least a decent finish, because you know after the race he had last week, he needs to finish.
Oh, definitely, man. I would say, what's your predictions, Tim? What's the top 3?
My top 3, now that is an interesting one. I am going to go with a few safe choices. Actually, no, I'm going to go with all safe choices. Energy Dan, Sonic Hawk, and Gamey Things in no particular order. These drivers, they just seem like they are so fast here today.
I will have to agree with you on that one. I have to match you. I can't choose between the lot of them. I'll definitely go with you. Actually, no. Actually, I will not agree with you. I'll put Snellwick in the mix.
So Snellweg, Oliver thinking that Snellweg might be able to get his first podium of the season. We'll see if he can, because we are about to go green. Of course, we have a formation lap first, so there is a nice refresher course for your starting lineup while we pull up the tire strategy here. Of course, the top 10 having to start on the tires that they qualify.
We got a hard tire runner, Sanaf! Sam's got the hard tire runner. We got a hard tire runner, Tim.
And there we go. See, now we always... For those of you who might not be aware, last season we had a driver named Psychomich who would always start on the hard tires, get his way up into the top 10 and pit. And it was usually a good strategy, and there was a few times that it could have really worked and got him a podium. It was just luck of the draw, unfortunate circumstances that would drop him back and not get that podium. But we always say that he's doing Psychomich things. Well, Saneth is now taking Psychomich's place in starting on the hard tires because Psychomich unfortunately cannot race with us this season. Liverpool FC Pro has stepped into a full-time position to replace him. So until we can get Psychomich back, I guess it's going to be Saneth things from now on.
Oh, good to see Saneth taking that hard tire, representing our boy Psychomich. So, also, I like to see, there's also a very interesting tire choice for Pro Oliver, Tim. He's gone for the soft tires, which can only last, what's it, a good 8, 9, 7 laps? So I'm going to say, Pro Oliver he's going for a strategy that he wants to cut through the field really quickly. But again, those soft tires were not going to last long.
And if memory serves me correctly, you are right about that, Oliver, that even 10 laps on soft tires here in China is a bit of a stretch. So we'll see just how these tires last. And it looks like a few drivers have been disqualified from the formation lap, though, so they will still retain their starting positions for the race. Now, chat, you still have a time. You can get your top 3 predictions in. We already have one from James Hook, Sonic, Kara, and Dan in no particular order, so that is an interesting one.
I'd like to say, though, if the guys get disqualified onto the formation lap, that's a problem because, 1, they're standing on the grid, 2, cold brakes, 3, cold tyres. They're not going to get that tyre temperature that they need to get a good launch off the line.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point, Oliver. So, I mean, they did get disqualified at the end of the formation lap, so their tires might be a little bit warmer than what they normally would be, but you are right about that, Oliver, that they really didn't get enough time to get as much heat in the tires as maybe they would want to. Martin is actually saying in the chat that Gislodian is going to get a podium, so we'll see if he is right about that, but the drivers finding their appropriate positions on the grid, and we are going to go green here in just a moment. You know those drivers are anxious, and there you hear those itchy pedal feet. You hear those engines revving, the drivers watching the lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in the air. No red lights. We are green for the Speed Force Racing GP4 Series Chinese Grand Prix. Car on the pole, but Gamey Things on the inside, taking the lead outright. 3 wide for third place behind them. Some contact between the Ferrari and the Red Bull, but they keep it clean. And now the Ferrari, that is Sonica, trying to go underneath Cara into turn number 2. On the outside now through turn number 3. Gamey Things leads them off. And Sonica going a little bit wide, having to duck down behind Cara in that Renault, but it is now Gamey Things, Cara, and Sonica, your top 3. Snellweg, last year's champion, in 4th right there in that Red Bull. And who is that in the Williams? In fact, that's not a Williams. That is Energy Dan chasing Snellweg like he did most of the year last season. And now Cara dropping down to 3rd, now 4th. Something's wrong with Cara. Is there some wing damage? No, there's not, but he is dropping back. Snellweg going around him now.
Oh, Tim, I'm going to say Need for Speed starting 10th, now in 20th. Need for Speed has had a shocker of a start.
Unfortunate for Need for Speed there. It must have dropped back. Did you see what happened, Oliver?
He must have made contact in the first 2 corners. He must have.
So Cara, your pole sitter, all the way back into 4th place. Now looks like there's a little bit of jostling around for position. VXI dropping down to 9th. Gonna ride with him. Gonna now ride on board of Stoxy 9. He was in 9th place in that Haas machine. Going down that very long straightaway. You see the whole field now, and that is a beautiful sight to see. Gamey Thing still out there, but Cara trying to make a move on Snellweg, but is he gonna be able to do it? Let's take a look at Cara here now. He's going on the inside of Snellweg, but he cannot complete the pass. Snellweg has the momentum on the outside. He hangs on to it, so Cara's gonna have to regroup and try again, but it looks like Energy Dan is trying to get around Cara at the same time, and he is there. On board with Energy Dan, we complete lap 1. Gamey Things goes the fastest lap this time around. Heading toward turn number 1. Energy Dan trying to get the slipstream from that Renault, but just cannot quite seem to get it. He's stuck in that dirty air, Oliver.
Yeah, the dirty air going through turns 1 and 2. Where they're going right now is so hard to do because you got the dirty air. You got the, like Dan was saying in Mexico, there's like wind disturbance in the aerodynamics, so it's going to be really hard for the drivers to follow each other around this circuit. But let's just say, Tim, go on, just give another shout out to Racing Podge. He started, when did he start? Did he start at 19th? Did he take 19th or so? He's now in 12th, Tim. He's now, Racing Podge is in 12th place. What's his Robbie's fixed himself? Yeah, Racing Podge is in 12th place already. Racing Podge off to a very good start.
Yeah, Racing Podge, and he really does need a good result here today, and like you said, he is flirting with a points-paying position at the moment. It's only lap 3, but that can go a long way if you're able to hold that track position through the rest of the race, so Racing Podge definitely getting a good start here. And now going underneath, Lewis, almost some contact. That was close. Lewis really dove down low in front of him. And VXI out. Oh my goodness, and a virtual safety car. What happened there, Oliver?
He must have, he's either making contact or riding the curb a bit too much, spun the car.
Oh no, and now Proliver spun. Proliver is spun as well in 18th place.
Virtual safety car, wow.
Oh, and Proliver spun again. Something seriously wrong with Proliver's car.
Tires are hot, he's cut the tires. He has cut the tires and, oh, just loaning him drive-through penalty. Spin underneath the safety car. Wow.
I think Proliver might have a tire down.
Sanav's out. Sanav's crashed out. Last corner.
Trying to see where Sanith is. You say he's in the last corner. Maybe Proliver will be able to work his way around and we can get a look at his car.
Oh, well, I'll love to see. Oh, he's gone. He has gone.
All right. So we will not be able to get a look at Sanith.
Whoa. I had to say, a very incident filled there. Jeez.
Someone in the comments, they said lap 1 carnage, hopefully. Well, you had to wait until lap 2.
Yeah, true.
But we are back green now. Yeah, Stoxy 9 and the Bear really the big winners there. Stoxy 9 was in 9th, now he's in 6th, and the Bear, I don't know where he was, but he's in 5th now, and his teammate of Gaming Things still leading over Kara and Energy Dance. Sonic Hawk, where is Sonic Hawk? He's dropped all the way to, it looks like 13th position.
He pitted. He pitted for new mediums. Yeah, he pitted for mediums.
An interesting strategy to pit so early, but let's see if it works out for him. Do you know how long the medium tires are going to last here?
I think I'm trying to think how they. I'm trying to think. Pod just got past Shallow Lancer. Oh, he's gone too deep. Pod just gone too deep. Shallow Lancer will cut past him. I'm trying to think. There's so much going on, and look at this. They've got Energy Dan, I believe. Yeah, on the back of Kara. So, and there's just Gaming Things in front of them. There's so much action going on. So you call the action while I think about the tires.
Gaming Things and Kara trying to battle it out here. Kara getting very close to Gaming Things. Of course, Kara, your pole sitter, dropped all the way back to about 4th or 5th, has worked his way back up to 2nd in only 4 laps, so a lot of jostling around for position. Energy Dan just trying to wait for an opportunity. Kara looking on the inside of Gaming Things, but not really able to do anything with it. Gaming Things on that outside line, really getting some momentum around that corner. So that Racing Point machine showing its might here today. Gaming Things with something to prove, trying to get a legitimate win on the season here.
I was thinking about the medium tires. I think they can go 15 laps. I think 13 laps. I think mediums.
So that is a very interesting call from Sonic Hawk to pit so early, but let's see if the strategy will work out for him. We still got a long way to go, over 20 laps here in this race.
Yellow flag set to 1. It's Pro Oliver. Pro Oliver spun on the exit of turn 3.
Something definitely not right with that Alfa Romeo of Pro Oliver, so very unfortunate there for him. Just a bad day going to worse. And there goes Kara around Gaming Things, and look out the back. Gaming Things with nowhere to go, nothing to do. He's going to have to worry about Energy Dan behind him now.
Think of the history between these two, Tim. Gaming Things and Legends. Remember the history.
You mean the history from just about 4 races ago? Oh yeah, you cannot forget that one indeed. So Gaming Things and Energy Dan. Of course, I don't expect any retaliation on Energy Dan's part, but I am sure that Energy Dan would very much love to get by him.
I wonder so. Look at Racing Podge in 8th place now. Racing Podge is flying, Tim, on the back of Shalon. So we've got Lewis and Alfie fighting it out in the battle in the midfield as well. Good scrap this.
Taking a look at the Williams riding on board with Alfie as he tries to go around Lewis. He does a crossover. He does the old switcheroo and gets around Lewis, but now Lewis has a crossover. There's contact. Contact, and Lewis has lost a front wing. Lewis has lost a front wing, and it's your boy Alfie staying in 9th.
What? I'll tell you now, clever move from Lewis. Did a dummy move on Alfie, then to get back. Then what's it, Alfie? Yeah, Alfie dummied. Trying to think what Alfie dummied Lewis. Then Lewis, of all places, switches back on him, and then of course the contact happened. What a great amount of racing that was! Look at Stoxy and the Bear. Them two are squabbling out. Oh, as the Williams gets on our shade, as the Stoxy 9 is about to take down the Bear, Tim.
He's got the TRS, he's got the slipstream. The Bear moves over, but he protects the inside line. So let's see which one will prevail. Almost contact, but no contact between the two. The Bear might just have got ahead, but they are still battling it out. The Bear has cleared Stoxy 9 for the time being. Stoxy 9 trying to regroup and get back around him.
Gaming Things in the pits.
After only 4 laps, my goodness.
Wow.
So the Bear, Stoxy 9 still battling it out. Kara will get the lead. Energy Dan in 2nd. Phantom Shadow in 3rd. Then you got the Bear, Stoxy 9. That's your top 5. Shadow Lancer. Look at Shadow Lancer. He started in 16th. He's in 6th now.
I want to have a look at the. Let me have a look at the change in lead. I want to have a look because I'm very intrigued. Just have a look. Did a position change? Oh my goodness! Podge and Alfie. I'm not joking, so they made 11 positions a tie. Brilliant stuff from the two.
Definitely not messing around is Podge or Alfie. Both of those drivers having to start in 17th and 18th, respectively. Podge, of course, wrecking out in qualifying. It's your boy Alfie getting disqualified from the qualifying session. And look at Shadowlancer trying to get it close and almost some contact with Stock C9. Shadowlancer battling for a top 5. And all of these cars, you can just throw over you can throw a blanket over them from like 4th place all the way back to like 8th.
Oh, mate, Shadowlancer doing. You can tell too. This is the. Oh, look at Stock C9 on the back of the bear. He's finally got it this time. Into the hairpin he goes, and he'll get the position. And look at Racing Podge who's pushing Shadowlancer. This is brilliant, Tim. This is a classic Chinese Grand Prix, this.
And the bear trying to go, and now the bear goes into the pits. I was saying he was going to try to go around the outside of Stock C9, but he's trying to go into the pits instead. Phantom Shadow gets up into first, and take a look at Stock C9, as you said, really challenging for the lead. Phantom Shadow goes through the grass, but he still hangs on to the lead for the time being. It looks like Energy Dan and Podge Racing, no, Shadowlancer and Podge Racing battling it out there in 3rd and 4th. Energy Dan all the way in 11th position, already having made it his pit stop.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't we mention before, Tim? This is coming the break for Racing Podge.
Oh no! There's contact! Shadowlancer gets spun around.
Racing Podge plowed into the back of Shadowlancer. Wow!
Racing Podge got the worst end of that deal, though. Shadowlancer got spun, but he's still in the top 5. Podge Racing, he does not have a front wing.
Oh man, Racing Podge. Can he not catch a break? Breaks way too late and hit the back of Shadowlancer.
And look at this, it's your boy Alfie and Stock C9, both with 3-second time penalties for multiple warnings for cutting corners there. Stock C9 trying to go on the outside. It's your boy Alfie trying to make a move on the inside here. They're going to be side by side on the straightaway. Which one will have the DRS? It will be It's your boy Alfie, and he's going to be able to go by Stock C9 with relative ease. The question is, does Stock C9 have the DRS as well? I cannot take a look at the wing to see if it's open.
No, he didn't have DRS, buddy.
So it's your boy Alfie trying to go around Phantom Shadow now, and he is right on the back of him.
And Phantom Shadow dives into the pits wisely. So, who's that Phantom Shadow? Got a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings. For diving into the pits. Weird.
Now, I do not understand that at all.
No, I do not either.
But it's your boy Alfie officially in the lead. Lewis, look at Lewis in second. He was very concerned about his pace.
Between Energy Dan and Webber. Oh, they're both banging side pods. Oh, Webber clats in the back into the side of Dan again. Wow. Goodness me.
This is insane. This is absolute madness, Oliver. So Energy Dan in 9th place trying to chase down Emilio Webber. Did not see any of the contact that you were talking about. I clicked over there at the very end of it, but it did look like there was some contact.
Basically what happened was, before we carry on, here go, Tim. Dan gets the better Webber. Yep, Webber's just been overtaken by Dan. So yeah, so as I was saying, there was contact between the both of them like 3 times on the side pods of each other. And literally, it was argy-bargy. Luckily, Dan hasn't lost his front wing. As Steve Speak has passed Fanny Lion, and Liverpool SC Pro's coming into the back of the Ghost Car Fanny Lion as well. Now, Fanny Lion and Liverpool SC Pro, they are good friends. So, the interesting part is too that Liverpool SC Pro is pitted for the hard tyres 5 laps ago. Is Liverpool SC Pro going to the end?
Maybe so. We'll have to wait and see, but that might work out for him if we don't have a lot of safety cars. He could very well find himself in a points position at the end of this race.
Here comes Sonic Hawkins Shadow.
On board with Sonic Hawk, looking underneath Shadowlancer. Shadowlancer making his way back up to 3rd after a few drivers ahead of him pit. Of course, Shadowlancer starting on the medium tires, and maybe that was the better route to go because he is in a podium position at the moment. But Sonic Hawk, with slightly newer medium tires, might be just a little bit faster, trying to go on the outside there, get some momentum for the exit, but not able to do it. Looks like Shadowlancer got a much better exit than the Ferrari that time.
Yeah, but this is a very new improved Sonic Hawk, isn't it? We had never seen this version of Sonic before. Do you remember last season he won Vietnam and he sort of went downhill after this one. Look at him go, Tim. He's actually a new improved Sonic Hawk.
Well, Hook did say that it was Sonic Hawk 3.0.
There's a yellow flag. Oh, it's Pro Oliver again. Gone off at the last on the long right-hander.
So Kara and Gamey Things, they're really starting to heat the battle up too. And Gamey Things making a move on Snellwag now. Snellwag going a little bit wide, getting a 3-second time penalty for our past champion.
And Sonic Hawk gets past Shadow Lancer. Third place for Sonic Hawk now.
And Kara gets by Snellwag. So Snellwag losing 2 positions.
Hard on the brakes. Oh, Kara then hit the back of Gamey Things. Very close. "20 people in the stream, Tim. My goodness me. 20 people in the stream so far."
And welcome to each and every one of you. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing because this is a manic race here today. Our past champion of Snellwag, there you see him running in 7th position, trying to chase down Kara in the Renault just ahead of him.
Webber is overtaking Little Pussy Pro side by side between the two. Little Pussy Pro might go for a little switchy move. No, Webber just gets Little Pussy Pro. Little Pussy Pro down to 16th. Is that Sonic Hawk on the back of Lewis already? It is.
So Sonic Hawk trying to go around Lewis. He goes on the outside. They're side by side, battling it out. Will Sonic Hawk be able to clear him? Yes, he does. Move Sonic Hawk up into the 2nd position.
Great move. Great move. Wow. I'll tell you now, this version of Sonic Hawk team is something else.
And look at Energy Dan making a move on Snellwag, or at least trying to. Oh, but Snellwag shuts the door on him.
Oh, I'm intrigued. These are remember these two were champion and runners-up last season. But with Snellwag on 6-lap-old tires, I think he's hit the peak.
Fierce rivals, but good friends here. Energy Dan has the DRS. Snellwag has nothing. Energy Dan going around him on the inside, but he's not going to be able to clear him before he gets to the hairpin. On board with Snellwag now, and will he try the old switcheroo? No, he does not. He's not able to do it. Energy Dan gets a better exit out of that corner, and he goes into 7th place, and Snellwag going into the pits now.
Well, I'll say it now. Classic race this. Very, very... Oh, we got McLaren spun. Is that not Liverpool FC Pro? Liverpool FC Pro is spun. On the right-hand corner, Liverpool FC Pro is spun. Unlucky for Liverpool FC Pro there.
And he got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings to top it all off, so definitely not what Liverpool FC Pro was really looking for, but it's what he's going to have to deal with for the rest of this race now, unfortunately for him. Energy Dan just trying to make his way up through the field. Kara getting closer to Gaming Things
just
now.
caught Alfie already.
Sonic Hawk is a man on a mission here today. He is wanting to go for 3 wins in a row. It's your boy Alfie in 1st place, 10 laps on his tires. Sonic Hawk in 2nd, 7 laps on his tires. So it's not a matter of Sonic Hawk having much fresher tires. It's not a lot at all.
Tim, he's a man possessed.
I think that's probably a better way to describe it, honestly, Oliver. Look at him. He has got the slipstream, and he does not need the DRS because he's going to go around him anyway, but he's going to use the DRS because why not? On the inside of Williams, of Alfie. And will he be able to clear him? Yes, he does before he gets to the hairpin, but it's your boy Alfie going on the inside. He does a crossover. They're side by side. It's your boy Alfie hanging on to the top spot for now, but goes through the grass, and Sonic Hawk will hang on to the 1st position. It's your boy Alfie into the pits now. Sonic Hawk in 1st, Lewis in 2nd, Shadow Lancer in 3rd.
Shadow Lancer in 3rd, Tim. Where was he at the start again? Hang on a minute. Where was he at the start? 16th. My goodness me. So he's made 11 positions. Wow. Shadow Lancer on a good drive.
And he's trying to go for 2nd place up there for Lewis.
This is an unbelievable race, Tim.
And we really have drivers that we're not used to seeing up in the top 3. In the top 3 right now. Energy Dan, who we normally see up there, is running in 6th, and he seems to really be struggling around this track here today.
Yeah, you can say Sonic Hawk. But where we're going next after this race, we're going to Holland after this race. Then we're going to Spain. And after You know what's after Spain, so it always happens every year when we go to after Spain. You should know it.
Go ahead.
Monte Carlo.
Yeah, and that's going to catch a lot of drivers out.
Oh, don't even remind me. But here comes the Tim.
Shadowlancer going around Lewis, or at least trying to. He's got that DRS, but we'll be able to clear him before he gets to the hairpin. Yes, he does, with relative ease. Shadowlancer moving into second place.
12 positions gained now for Shadowlancer now. 12 positions gained now.
And no crossover for Lewis. So Shadowlancer is now sitting comfortably in second as Lewis actually goes down into the pit. So gamey things 1.4 seconds behind Shadowlancer. I think that he might have a podium here today.
Something tells me that could be true. The Phantom Shadow and Just Odin's our next closest fight. Actually, I say, what on earth? Tim, look at Lewis. Look, Lewis's mechanics are not ready. I'm not joking. I just saw Lewis's mechanics. They're not ready for him. Lewis's mechanics are not ready. I just seen it.
Oh my goodness.
They were not ready for him.
And having to get a front wing change. Gaming Things is retired. What's happened to Gaming Things? What has happened?
On the hairpin. On the exit of the hairpin.
There he is. There he is. We see him. He crashed out somehow. What is that? Out of like turn 5?
Out 5 and 6, yeah. Championship's wide open. So that means Energy Dan, if he gets a good result, he'll go into second in the championship, with Shadowlancer going into third.
And we have a safety car. We have a safety car. What is Sonic Hawk going to do? What is Shadowlancer going to do? Sonic Hawk
that's a relief for Shadow. That's a relief.
Oh, yeah, you know.
He's on 12 lap all mediums.
He can pit for hards, go to the end of the race. He can pit for mediums and maybe make it to the end of the race, but he'll be disqualified because he didn't use 2 different tire compounds. So what's he going to do? We're going to have to see him go for hards if he's going to do a one-stopper. That's the only strategy available.
But what's a stunner, though? Gaming Things out of the Grand Prix. This is a shocker for the championship, Tim.
And honestly, I wish I knew what happened to him.
I would have thought the same. Shadowlancer's in, so is Sonic Hawk. Karma in, Dan in. So AlphaTauri double stacking.
And I think that that's a good call for Sonic Hawk. He can go on the medium tires and make it to the end of the race, because by the time we get done with the safety car, he will have only about 10 laps.
Stop. They're double stacking. Let's see if this works. Right.
Oh no, it does hurt Energy Dan just a little bit. It could have been worse, but it definitely hurt him. So Energy Dan may be going to lose some positions here. He's in 6th right now. Let's see where he is once he gets out. He does beat the Renault out. The Renault behind him looks like that's Kara making his pit stop now. The Bear not pitting and staying on the hard tire, so he will get the lead. Sonic Hawk in 2nd. It's your boy Alfie in 3rd. Shadowlancer 4th. Energy Dan coming out in 8th place. Snellweg in 7th, just ahead of him. I'm telling you, now that Snellweg is back to his proper form, it just seems like he wants to stay one spot ahead of Energy Dan, and that's got to be infuriating.
I mean, you see James Hook's comment, it just some disgrace him.
All right, let's take a look, see what James is saying. He says this is definitely an incredible race indeed.
Man, I'm trying for GP3, and we had to try and match this sort of thing, so I don't think we can. This race has been unbelievable.
Sonic has got this wrapped up, says James Hook. Well, hey, you know what? You may be right, but you're going to have to wait 14 laps to see it play out.
Imagine this, Tim. He will win his 3rd race in the road, Tim, if that happens. Imagine that.
But there is one driver that I think we should not count out. Even though he's on the hard tires, it's your boy Alfie has incredible pace around here. He does have that time penalty.
He's got the penalty, though, yeah.
Yeah, he does have that time penalty.
That's the Achilles heel. That's the Achilles heel.
Unfortunately for him, but I'm not going to count him out just yet, because if he can get in front of Sonic Hawk.
This could be history made for Shadowlancer, because he's on the back of Sonic Hawk. If Sonic Hawk's medium tires wear out, and Shadowlancer's got those hard tires on, he can take Sonic Hawk probably, maybe, his first ever victory for SFR, if he can keep up with Sonic Hawk. If.
And don't tell him that, because he's got enough pressure to deal with. But you are exactly right about that, Oliver, because he has 0 time penalties, at least as of right now. And It's Your Boy Alfie, just in front of him, does have 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Sonic Hawk and the Bear, they don't have any penalties either. But Sonic Hawk, like you said, if those medium tires wear down quicker than he's anticipating, then Shadow Lancer will be the one there to pick up the pieces.
I can't believe this. Are we going to see a guy winning his 3rd race of the season 3 times in a row, or a 3rd time winner, or something come out of the blue comes out? We don't know. We do not know who's going to win this race, and we do not know.
And that is the beauty of this race. I would say it's the beauty of SFR, because it is. But this race especially, I think, needs to be singled out, because we're only halfway through, and already it has been so intense and action-packed.
We got a confirmation of gaming things here with what's happened. He says his controller glitched or broke and put on a left turn into the wall. Oh man, the worst thing you can happen to him. Jeez, he didn't do anything wrong. It was his controller. Down. Jeez.
And, you know, even though this is esports, it's still, you still have technical problems that you have to deal with. You know, something can happen to your wheel, or in gaming thing situations, something can happen to your controller to where you just run off and get into the wall. So nothing that gaming things could have done there. It's just an unfortunate bit of circumstances. Liverpool FC Pro has a penalty for a severe collision.
I'm going to check his car. Has he got front wing damage? I'm going to check his car. Let's have a look at it. Level C Pro, where is he? He's on the back of the Mercedes. Yep. Front wing damage for the Velocity Pro. Front wing damage.
Yeah, that right side end plate not on that car anymore, and that is a very important piece. Now, granted, he is in 15th place, so if he pits now, he's not going to have to worry about losing any positions, because he'll only lose 1, so he'll pretty much be where he was before, almost. So
yeah, you could say so.
And I'm sure he will pit.
It's coming
except
in.
The safety car's coming in this lap, so he's going to have a decision to make here.
Okay, Tim. Here we go. Next part of this race about to start. Let's see what happens.
The Bear, Sonic Hawk, Get Your Boy Alfie, your top 3, Shadow Lancer car, your top 5. Let's see what goes down. The Bear is the control car, and I think Sonic Hawk expected him to go sooner than he did. But there he's going now, and Sonic Hawk going by, and It's Your Boy Alfie going by as well. It's Your Boy Alfie on the inside. Some contact maybe between him and the Bear. The Bear going very wide. Shadow Lancer going on the inside now, trying to make his way up through the pack, trying to get in 3rd, and he is in 3rd now, but a big lockup is going to send him maybe a little bit closer to the Bear, but not able to lose that position to him, so it's Shadow Lancer doing a good job here. It's Your Boy Alfie trying to give chase to Sonic Hawk, but Sonic Hawk on those medium tires has the pace.
I'll tell you what, the Bear went from the lead down to 4th. My goodness me. Podge has made a mistake. It's down to 15th. Just goes to Racing Podge. Oh dear, oh dear. That dude.
And Lewis is retired. Lewis is retired from the session. Something wrong with Lewis. Some sort of wreck somewhere. It looks like it was...
Another one at the hairpin. That's not enough. That's not a place you have to crash out.
Unfortunate for Lewis, riding on board with Energy Dan as he's giving chase to Snellweg. Just in front of Snellweg is his former teammate of Kara, trying to chase down the Bear, who is just dropping like a rock at this point.
I would say so. So Alfie, like I said before, he's got incredible pace. He's now catching up to Sonic Hawk right now. He's 9 tenths behind him, so right now we're looking very... This race, now this is going to make history in the making here. Are we going to see Sonic Hawk winning, or are we going to see something really, really special? These next laps, Tim, will prove the story.
It's Your Boy Alfie needs to get by Sonic Hawk, and he needs to have at least a 3-second cushion over 2nd place in order to win this race. Sonic Hawk, no penalties on the board so far, so if he can maintain this position, then he can drive to his 3rd win in a row. And of course, as you said, Shadow Lancer back there in 3rd. He doesn't have any time penalties, so if Sonic Hawk is not able to hold this position and his tires wear out, he might be the one to be in the catbird seat and get this win.
Oh, the Bear got really out of shape there. Jeez.
Some contact. Was that contact from Kara? Yes, it was. So Kara doesn't have a front wing now.
What is going on, Tim?
And Snellweg behind Kara, getting so very close and trying to go around him on the inside now. He will make the position because Kara does not have a left side end plate. So a big aerodynamic deficiency there for the Renault driver.
Is this costing Energy Dan time, Tim, behind all this lot?
Yes, it really is. He was much closer to Snellweg before he got behind Kara. He just could not get around him. But now Energy Dan trying to get around him. But they're running side by side. Energy Dan will have the DRS. He will be able to get by. And there's contact between him and Kara. And Energy Dan is outbreaking Kara into the corner. A mad outbreak.
What is... Oh, Alfie's got another penalty, Tim.
So it's your boy Alfie, probably not going to get that win here today, but maybe, just maybe, he can get a podium, but it's going to be a very close one for him indeed. Unfortunate for him. Snellweg, meanwhile.
That's tough to ask.
It really is.
Tough to ask.
Snellweg working on the bear.
Yes, it is. Now, this is interesting. Well, we've got 10 laps to go, so... And pitting, was it a lap or two earlier? So right now it's down to Sonic Hawk's tires. Oh, Snellweg, Jesus, in the back of the bear, and now Snellweg's going to go around, trying to go around the outside, going into the turn. Can he hold the outside line? He can just. He's holding it. Unbelievable move. Snellweg's into fourth. Unbelievable move for Snellweg.
So Snellweg moving into fourth now, and I believe that's where he started. So Snellweg definitely back to his old self and showing it indeed. A few races late, but hey, better late than never. That's what they always say, right? And now Energy Dan trying to get around the bear, but is he going to be able to do it? He is stuck behind him in the same position that he was stuck behind Kara just one lap ago. However, I think Energy Dan is going to be able to get a better exit out of the corner this time and set himself up for a nice move around the bear. Once they get to the hairpin, he will have the DRS, and you see that rear wing is wide open.
So does the bear. He's got DRS for Snellweg.
Yeah, so Energy Dan... Oh, no! Energy Dan hits the bear, and he spins out, and he gets a front wing damage. No end plate on that left side. Unfortunate for Energy Dan. And now Sonic Hawk, fastest lap, a 134.5, but Energy Dan dropping back now because he got into the bear and spun out.
What a Chinese Grand Prix, Tim!
What a Chinese Grand Prix indeed.
Need for speed at 8th.
There you see the Haas driver. He qualified in 10th place, and he's worked his way up to the 8th position so far. He has not yet scored points this season, so if he can hold on for another 10 laps, then he's going to be a very happy man, but very loose indeed through that corner.
Oh my goodness me. What a Chinese Grand Prix, Tim. What a race so far. We've still got more races to come, but right now this is our race of the season now.
Need for Speed starting to drop back, losing some ground to Gizlodian up there in the Red Bull. Meanwhile, Gizlodian's teammate of Snellweg still running very comfortably in fourth.
So the question is now, is Sonic Hawk's tires, Tim? He's on mediums, 4 laps. Are they going to go to the end? Are they going to burn out before Shallow Lancers will? That's the question.
Well, Sonic Hawk, even if they do, I don't think it's going to be much of an issue because he seems to still be putting ground between him and second place and subsequently him in third place as well. So Sonic Hawk has insane amount of pace here around this track, and he's definitely going to be going for that third win in a row.
It's
he's just going to have to keep it clean.
He's been a man, but he's been on a man mission or a man that possessed. It's been unreal so far. Drivers, they get 6 8, they're close together, sandwiched between Gizlodian, so it'll be interesting to see how that plans out. Come on, Harry, come on! Let's see if we can just get that Haas machine over the line. Come on, Harry, come on! As Kara gets past Webber, as he goes into 12th, so Webber drops down a position. So right now our closest fight, we've got Fanny Line and Kara fighting. Webber's going down the outside of Fanny Line, position gained. He must be dropping us slightly to Gizlodian.
And Kara just ran the fastest lap.
Jeez. So Sonic will not get the 26 points. If Kara can get past Racing Podge, he can get 2 points because of that fastest lap. But that's 14 seconds to make, and I think that's a little bit too much of an ass. So this is our closest fight. Need for Speed and Gizlodian.
And really, you know, Gizlodian, he's really putting the distance between him and Need for Speed just ever so slightly each and every lap. It looked like Need for Speed was going to be able to get around him. But, Need for Speed gets very loose. Gizlodian having to hang, well, not hanging on to it. Need for Speed having to hang on to it as Gizlodian pulls away. So the Red Bull driver definitely looking like he's a little bit faster here, and now there is almost a full second between the two, but Need for Speed still has the DRS, so that is saving his chances to get around this driver for now. And Need for Speed has medium tires, so he does have the pace on those tires. Oh my goodness, he almost spun again.
Come on, Need for Speed, calm down, buddy, calm down. It's the long way to go. Oh, Gizlodian's got a penalty. If Need for Speed can stick behind him, he can... And Soxy9, he can get an incredible 6th place, Tim.
He might just be able to do that too. And look at this, actually, Snellweg has a penalty as well, which he's actually had a penalty for a while, but you're right. You know, we got Itchy Boy Alfie with a penalty, Snellweg with a penalty, Stoxy9, Gizlodian, Phantom Shadow, all of these drivers with penalties. Need for Speed sitting there very cleanly so far. He just has to really get to the finish, and he's going to at least jump one position if he can keep Gizlodian within his sights.
What position? He can try. If he can keep that car going, he can possibly. He can possibly get 2 positions because Stoxy9. Don't forget that. He's got a penalty as well.
Let's actually take a look at the time penalties here. So we got 6 seconds for Itchy Boy Alfie, Snellweg 3 seconds, Stoxy9 3 seconds, Gizlodian 3 seconds, Phantom Shadow, Emino Weber, and Liverpool, all of them 3-second time penalties.
Oh, can't even speed. Get that car on track, buddy. Come on. I'm ready to support Need for Speed here. I really am. I really am shouting in it. Just try and keep that car on the road because he can get an incredible result today. He can really do this. He can really, really do this. If he can just keep sticking it out there, keep that car on the road, he can get a fantastic result.
Liverpool FC Pro, another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Snellweg's caught Shadow. Snellweg's caught Shadow.
On board with Snellweg, there you see the distance between the two. This is for the final podium position, at least for the moment. Now remember, Itchy Boy Alfie, he does have 6 seconds worth of time penalties, but if he can get a little bit further ahead, he might be okay to keep a podium, but that's a huge ask with 6 seconds.
Oh, indeed so. So Sonic Court's got a gap of 6.1 seconds, 6.2 now over him and Shalancer. I think that is... I don't think the tyres now, I don't think Sonic Court's too worried about it now. I think he's just trying to get that car home. I think that's what he's trying to do now, too. I think he just wants to get the car home.
And that is really the best thing that Sonicok can do at the moment. He's got a 3.6 second lead over somebody who has 6 seconds worth of time penalties. The best thing he can do, especially if he's worried about tire wear, is just back off a very little bit and kind of coast through the corners a little bit more and, you know, suffer lap time, obviously, but save those tires and he'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll say so. If he just... Because their tires can go 13 laps. So yeah, Sonic Hawk is pretty much okay. So Sonic Hawk will... If he does not make a mistake, he can definitely win this Chinese Grand Prix by a good margin. So, GG to Sonic Hawk, they're doing a superb job out there today. So that was really embarrassing Shadowlancer here.
He is right on the back of him. Look at that. Snellweg not letting up. Shadowlancer really under pressure. A little bit of a lockup through that corner, but Snellweg gets loose on the exit.
Shadowlancer doesn't need to fight him. Shadowlancer doesn't need to fight him.
Tell Shadowlancer
remember? Do you really think Shadowlancer cares?
Exactly. You know Shadowlancer. He is going to want to get this podium, and it doesn't matter if he get it anyway with a time penalty. He's going to put up a fight.
I just figured something out, Tim. I just figured something out here. Listen to this. Sonic will win the race, of course. He'll keep his points in the championship. Giving things out. Get Energy Dan is in 12th, no points. Tim, Shadowlancer's going to take second in the championship with a very good result today.
Good job to Shadowlancer. Yeah, what a season indeed, and it's very early on, so you know nothing is wrapped up. But definitely Shadowlancer getting that jump so long as he gets a good position. That's going to do a lot for his confidence.
Oh, Oh, and here we go, Tim.
Snellweg trying to make the move. He's on the inside. He's looking there side by side, but he will not complete the pass before they get to the hairpin. He does clear him, though. Shadowlancer with nothing left cannot get back around him, so he's going to have to regroup and try once more using that slipstream to try to get around him. He's going to have the DRS this time, though.
Yes, he will. Yep.
He got close to him. He got close, but he wasn't quite able to do much with it.
I'm thinking, Tim, can Shadowlancer use Snellweg just to use Snellweg to pull some time back on probably Alfie? So I think Shadowlancer can probably use Snellweg as a bit of a tow truck around here. Podge gets past Phantom Shadow. Need for Speed still stuck behind Gislodian, costing in time. So Need for Speed can try possibly get a move on here.
Well, you know, Oliver, there is a saying in NASCAR, at least in terms of super speedway racing, 2 cars is better than 1. So why can't we apply that to Formula 1? So you might be right. Shadowlancer, if he can stick close to Snellweg, he might be able to follow him through and get close to Alfie just to ensure that he gets that podium position.
Get second as well, because Sonic Hawk he's way gone. He's long gone. So right now, if Shadowlancer can stick where he is, stick behind Snellweg, use him as a tow truck, he can gain some time. He can gain time.
Well, he's definitely got the DRS this time. I heard that beep, but he's not close enough to make a move. And
maybe he's listening.
I mean, maybe so. I mean, he thought about
it. On the back of Stoxy 9, Tim.
See what Gislodian is able to do. Not able to do it either. So pretty much a mirror image of what happened with Snellweg and Shadowlancer that time around, except this time it was the Red Bull losing out. Stoxy 9 going through the grass just a little bit there, but Stoxy 9, you know, he's someone we really haven't talked about too much today. I mean, he's had some good runs. He's been in points-paying positions, but he's running in 6th place right now. So Stoxy 9 is really doing a pretty good job, and he's got 3 seconds worth of time penalties, as does Gislodian. So Need for Speed, who is actually starting to get close to Gislodian again, might be able to jump both of these drivers when it's all said and done. But I really don't think that we should turn a blind eye to the effort that the drivers have put forth today.
Oh, indeed. So this is a guy just reading out a lovely comment from James Hook, Tim. This is wonderful. This is fun. He said this: as much as Sonic has dominated, my driver of the day is Harry. Absolutely superb. You know what? I might have to agree with him, Tim. He's been through so much, and now in 8th place in China, that's no mean feat.
Yeah, Harry doing a fantastic job, and as you said, he's had a lot of challenges in his personal life the past few months, and so for him to be able to continue to race with us is always a good thing to see, and I'm sure that it's even maybe a little bit of therapy for him. So for him to be able to finally walk away with a points-paying position, if he's able to hang on today, his first points-paying position of the season, mind you, that could be a big step for him.
Oh, indeed, sir. That's going to prove his confidence so much, and he had, like I said before, he had so many challenges in his personal life. Even today, Tim, he had challenges today, Tim, before even the race got even started. He had trouble. He called me today, and some idiot, some absolute plonker. Harry was riding his bike, through town, and some idiot kicked Harry's bike on the back wheel, puncturing his tire, and Harry could not get that fixed. Absolute idiot.
Ridiculous. But you know what? He doesn't have a flat tire in his Haas, and I think that's what matters right now.
Oh, man. You just got to feel bad for the guy. That guy can never catch a break in his own personal life.
Well, he might be able to get one today, but take a look at this. Shadowlancer trying to go around Snellweg for 3rd, and he does it, makes it look easy. Snellweg trying to do a crossover move, looking on the outside, but not able to do it. Is he going to go on the inside now? No, he is not. Shadowlancer with a much better exit out of that corner, but Snellweg will more than likely have the DRS, so that is going to bring Snellweg right back up to the back of that AlphaTauri.
I think Tom's pretty much ignored us.
There you see Snellweg very close to Shadowlancer, a very small amount of contact. Maybe it was very close, but no damage.
Liverpool Pro is about to go into a fight with his teammate. Liverpool Pro is about to... got a bit of snap oversteer. Liverpool Pro on the back of his teammate.
And it looks like Fanny Lion is not in his car right now, so that is just the AI driving for him. So Liverpool FC Pro will be able to get by him, and now Need for Speed gets a time penalty.
Oh, man, damn it.
Need for Speed, a 3-second time penalty, so he will not be able to jump Gizlodian. He will not be able to jump Stoxy 9, but he might just be able to hang on for a points-paying position.
Now is the time for Need for Speed to actually push and actually try and catch Gizlodian. It's time for Need for Speed to put his foot down.
Lap 27 of 28. Yeah, he does not have a very much amount of time at all. Snellweg, though, another driver trying to put his foot down, but I think that those medium tires have started to show their age. 15 laps on them at the moment as Shadowlancer is pulling away.
Yeah, so I think this is race, set, and match him. Sonic Hawk down the back straight. This is this Sonic Hawk team. This Sonic Hawk is a real contender. Really, this is going to be his 3rd win in a row. Think about that, 3rd win in a row. He's won Bahrain, he's won Vietnam, and now he's going to win China. This guy is starting to turn a real good eye in the championship team.
And I'd say he'd be pretty happy to hear that, but I think he's more worried about winning this race at the moment because, you know, he was worried. He said he was worried about dropping off after Vietnam like he did last season. So he came into China. Well, see, that's the thing. He came into China with a point to prove. He wanted to prove that it's not just Vietnam that he can win at. He can win at any track on any day. And he's here in 1st place on the last lap. All he's got to do is run a clean lap, and he's got this win in the bag. He has got 8 seconds. Yes, 8 seconds over Itchy Boy Alfie in 2nd. So he just has to keep it out of the wall, and he's got this win. And like I said, coming in here with a point to prove, the points leader going to retain the points lead so far as everything keeps on the course it is. He's a new and improved Sonic Hawk, like James Hook said, 3.0.
What a race.
What a race indeed. The first half of it was incredibly action-packed. The second half has been a little bit calmer as Energy Dan sets the fastest lap, a 1:31.9. But even though it's been calmer, it still hasn't had its shortage of action. There has still been a lot of moves for position. Shadowlancer actually starting to get close to Itchy Boy Alfie, maybe going to try to go for one final pass into the hairpin. Of course, he doesn't have to, because Itchy Boy Alfie has 6 seconds worth of time penalty. So Shadowlancer, as long as he finishes, he will be able to get a podium position here today. But the real winner is going to be that Ferrari driver of Sonic Hawk as he rounds the final corner. He will cross the line as he celebrates and wins his 3rd race in a row. Congratulations to Sonic Hawk, your points leader. Itchy Boy Alfie coming around the final corner now. He's going to cross the line in 2nd, but he's going to drop back because of 6 seconds with a time penalty. Shadowlancer moves into 2nd place. So the first podium of the season for Shadowlancer.
Alfie gets a podium.
And Alfie
gets
does.
a podium.
Alfie gets a podium.
Wow.
6 seconds was not going to put him off the podium spot. That was a huge ask, but he was able to do it. Snellweg, your past champion, in 4th.
Need for Speed gets 8th.
The Bear in 5th.
Day.
Yep, Need for Speed getting 8th place, so that is his first points-paying position of the season. Podge Racing, look at Podge Racing. He is in 9th. He started in 18th place, and he is all the way in 9th place. Good job to Podge Racing as well.
Wow, unbelievable. You carry on, Tim. I'll get these drivers into the party.
And Energy Dan rounding the final corner now. No points for Energy Dan today after an unfortunate incident with the Bear. So Energy Dan going to walk away very disappointed in 12th place. Emino Weber just behind him with some time penalties. Liverpool FC Pro behind him with time penalties, so let's see which one gets the position. Emino Weber finishes in 13th. Will Liverpool FC Pro be able to jump him? I don't believe so, because he has 6 seconds worth of time penalties. So Liverpool FC Pro will be finishing in the 14th position. His teammate of Fanny Lion will get the 15th place. Actually, I think Liverpool FC Pro dropped back. No, he did not. He did not, so he's hanging on to it. Driver of the day, it's your boy Alfie. I could agree with that, but Harry, I think Harry did a wonderful job. It's your boy Alfie did a wonderful job. Podge Racing, we cannot forget about him. He started in 18th, and he got all the way up to 9th.
Shadowlancer too. 12 positions gained.
Yeah, Shadowlancer especially making a lot of positions up and getting a podium there at the end. Sonic Hawk, of course, celebrating, and you know he's got to be happy with the win here today.
Okay, we're just going to get It's Your Boy Alfie in this party. Just trying to find him. There he is. Okay. So we got our driver of the day in. As the three producers celebrate. Tim, all yours.
And your official finishing order for the Speed Force Racing GP4 Series Chinese Grand Prix, Sonic Hawk, going 3 in a row, winning the race. Shadowlancer in second for his first podium of the season. It's your boy Alfie, his first podium of the season as well, in third. Snellweg in fourth, your past champion, finally back to form. The Bear in fifth, Stoxy 9 in sixth. Seventh is Gizlody and Need for Speed in eighth. Podge Racing in ninth. 10th is Phantom Shadow, 11th is Kara, 12th is Energy Dan, Amino Weber in 13th, 14th is Liverpool FC Pro, Fanny Lion in 15th, and Lewis in 16th, 17th is Gaming Things, Proliver in 18th, Sandeth in 19th, and VXI in the 20th position. What a race, Oliver. Just what a race.
Unbelievable. What a race. We've got 2 drivers of the party right now, which is our driver of the day and the guy who finished second place, which is Harry and Tom. What an unbelievable race. What an unbelievable race. Who would have thought that we presented that sort of podium? Yes, we presented Sonic Hawk for the victory, but who would have thought the other 2 teams will get a podium of It's Your Boy Alfie and Shadowlancer? Unbelievable day of racing.
Honestly, I can believe that Shadowlancer would get a podium. He has shown a lot of speed these first few races, but it's your boy Alfie. Before seeing qualifying, I would have considered him sort of like the odd man out because he's been a decent driver. He's had some pace, but once he got into qualifying and we saw him, clocking off those fast lap times, I knew he could do it.
So we're just waiting on Alfie.
But the thing is, though, can we get Sonic up to GP3? But seriously, though, cracking drive. Honestly, even though I did have that contact with Pod, I knew you would have that win all day. Because your pace around here is rapid.
We might miss out Alfie. So Tim, interviews are all yours.
All right. Well, first things first. Let's take. Well, actually, no. I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Let's make sure that everyone is allowed their voices to be shared. If you don't know how to do that, then go over to the party settings and click Always Allow, and then let me know when you're ready.
Ready? I'm ready.
A guy to please.
Alrighty, I'm
ready, guys.
Alright, there was Sonic Hawk ready. So, everybody is ready. Going to start with our second place finisher of Shadowlancer. So, Shadow, your teammate, not the best of days, but for you, definitely a good day. I know you wanted that win, but you came up one spot short. Do you think that maybe it would have made a difference if you hadn't have gotten spun there earlier in the race?
Before I carry on, Tom, before you say something, congratulations on getting second in the championship, by the way.
Second in the championship? Okay.
Dan finished no points. Gaming Things no points. You got an incredible result today, man.
Okay. Great for that. But as for the contact with Podge, who knows? In all honesty, who knows what would happen? But if you want me to be truthful, do I think that would have made a difference? Who knows? But I'm not going to take any further action because I've got the podium, and it was all that one of the main things that mattered to me was to get a good result, because China, like I say, it isn't really one of my strongest tracks. But main thing is, again, and before going, my heart goes out to Pod because his luck this season for the past couple of races has been horrible, and I hope he can get back in good form because he is a talented driver. And I know that when it came to the incident, it took me by surprise because I was not expecting it, but I know it wasn't intentional, so I'm not going to take any action on the incident.
So, was you expecting this start of the season, Tom? Much of a good start to the season you were having.
To be honest, I knew the improvement from last season was there, but I think it'll probably. I think, if I'm honest, I mean, I was feeling relatively optimistic even before I moved to AlphaTauri, but to get two podiums in my first 5 is a cracking start. I want to get that win at some point during the season, but yeah, I'm happy with this.
I mean, you've been in so many fights as well with Podge and Snellweg, and what a crazy race. What was the race like in your mind anyway from lap 1?
Crazy, you know. I mean, what I was thinking, because I knew that the top 10, most of the top 10 runners would end up starting on the softs. So because I mean, I think we can all agree that they're not very good to start on, so they have to inevitably go to that 2-stop. But I knew I had the pace to work my way up through the field and obviously be patient, just pick them apart one by one. But yeah, it was crazy. I think at the start, prior to the contact, I thought my main fight, and I was saying it during my stream, that my main fight in that race was Podge, because we are quite similar in pace, and obviously he started in a similar position. But with Snellweg, I think, but after the safety car restart, I mean, obviously it got a little bit hectic at the restart. I was thinking, oh my god, but I managed to take advantage of Alfie and Bear fighting each other. Obviously I didn't get Alfie in the end, but the thing that I think I could have done a little bit differently during that restart was because I saved a bit too much fuel, which explains why Snellweg was able to catch up to me and Alfie was able to create a gap. But it turned out to be a blessing in disguise, really, because with I knew I could just use Snellweg as my source of slipstream and close back up on Alfie, and yeah, got the job done. And it's been a good day, despite Dan's retirement. I think
Holland, Tom? Holland?
Excited. One of my favourite tracks on the calendar, and honestly, I'm going for a win. I don't care. I'm going for it.
Well, Shadowlancer.
James, man, what a second place, mate.
Yeah,
well done.
Congratulations. Yep, you got a lot to prove now. You said you're going for a win, but hey, you know what? You got to dream big, you got to think big, and then you can win big.
Absolutely. That's the perfect mentality to look at it.
And then, speaking of winning big, let's talk to our winner now of Sonic Hawk. So, you haven't just won one race.
GP3!
Well, it's funny you say GP3 because he hasn't won one race, he hasn't won 2 races, he has won 3 races in a row. Where has this come from, Sonic Hawk?
I think first of all the quali didn't go the way I wanted it to, and looking at the quali results, I think the top 5 are pretty close. So it was there in the back of my mind that I had to do something different with respect to strategy compared to the leaders, because otherwise I would be stuck fighting them. So when the VSC came out on lap 2, I had this in my mind that I would do opposite of Gamey, and Gamey didn't go into the pit, so that's why I went to the pits, and I think that made the entire difference. Otherwise I would have been fighting this lot of Gamey, Dan, Kara, and maybe, I don't know, who knows, even I could have damaged my wing, or I could have had a spun. So I think that first stop at the VSC, it made all the difference. And then again I got lucky with another safety car on lap 13 or 14. So yeah, I think I took it from there. So I think it was I think pace wise I was at par with other guys, Nelweg and other guys, just that they were stuck fighting people and I had a clear track.
You were like a man possessed out there, Sonic Hawk. You were like charging through the field. You were overtaking like his relative ease. Was China one of your favourite circuits today, and was the strategy really in your favour?
Yeah, I was originally supposed to do a soft to hard, but because the VSC came out, I changed my plans according to the situation. I just want to give myself a bit more room with respect to strategy, because I would have options if I was on mediums, and that's exactly what happened today.
And you got 3 wins in a row now. What are you expecting this start of the season that you're having?
Not at all. Seriously, definitely not at all. Because we had a couple of guys coming in from GP3, so I was really expecting them to, give us a tough fight at the lead, at the front runners. So yeah, I think there have been glimpses of these guys putting up good pace. I mean, Alfie has come from GP3 and today he's got P3. So these guys are capable of podiums, and I think it's just a matter of time before they all get into form. I think currently I'm enjoying a blissful form. It's just a matter of time that my time ends and someone else's time starts.
And Holland coming out Sonical. Are you a fan of Holland?
Yeah, it's a good track. I like the way like you need to get into a rhythm for this track, and such tracks are really good for me. But Tom's gunning for the win, so maybe I'll settle for second at Holland.
Are you gonna try to find a way to stop him?
I don't know. If I get the chance, I would definitely try to stop him. But again, I still don't know what my pace is like around there, so it's too early to make statements.
Well, GG on the win, Sonical. GG.
Cheers, guys.
All right, and is Harry still in here? Because if so, we might
Yes,
talk to
he
him.
is.
All right.
Oh, we need to speak to him.
All right, so Harry,
Hello.
Talk to us here. You have just finished in the points for the first time this season. It was a little bit of a rough start, but you seem to have recovered well. Where did the pace come from? Is it just China that you run well at, or are you really starting to show your pace here?
China's one of my beta tracks that I always really love. Same with Austria, so I can't wait to get across to there. My specialty was trying to get out there and get into the top 10 and keep the car and get in it home. The pace, it was, I was a little bit worried when I had one of the drivers, I can't remember who it was one of the Renault drivers, but my main thing, I was trying to get just Lodian. I had a great time to keep up with him and get him. He has some new pace as well, and trying to race against just Lodian with my rival this season. I think me and just Lodian got the same kind of like pace, you know what I mean? So I feel like he's going to be my rival this season, but yeah, I definitely loved it, and the car just feels so great. I just mean with the SFR, there's a couple of corners that I maybe slipped a little bit too much pressure around. The pace is getting there. My goal is to try to get some good points this season.
And you mentioned the car, Harry. You said at the start of the season, but off air, you said you were not really comfortable with the car. You're not happy with being in the Haas. Are you starting to really gel with the Haas car now? Or are you still missing the Alfa Romeo?
I can feel that Haas going to give me a good season. Alfa Romeo will give me a couple of points in the end, but I mean, get in there for the Haas is getting me a couple of points through the beginning now. I was a little bit gutted when I went around that last corner and give myself that 3-second penalty because I was hoping to get that P7. It's what it is. It's what it is. And,
you could even got P6, Harry, because Stocksy 9 had a penalty as well.
Yeah, no, I was talking to my teammate. We was contacting, and hopefully he was trying to, we're working together. We're gonna try he was trying to keep hold of just Lodian for me, so I can at least try and get a overtake.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. The Haas boys are working together. Now we know everything.
Oh. So yeah, me and my teammate were just having a great.
So that warm-up race for you, I mentioned it on stream how you had a warm-up race yesterday in another league around China. Did that really help you out going to this race today?
Yeah, I would say that, yeah, just to give me a nice help water, having that extra race around China and getting it ready for SFR. I was looking forward to racing today. I pushed as hard as I could in the qualifying on the last set of slots I had, and for me,
mate, you should have seen James Hook.
Wow.
Mate, you should have seen James Hook. He was supporting you like hell, Harry. He was like your #1 fan, cheerleading you, man.
Well, thanks there, guys. Hopefully this is going to get a much better season for me and better than last year's season. And I'm just, like I said, I am loving it. It was, what a waste. I had some nice overtakes on some of the bits of the track on some people. So yeah, great experience today in China. I'm happy with it.
Holland tomorrow, but next week Holland. What do you think?
Yeah, it's one of those tracks that I'm pretty good at. Not like it's not a track that I hate. So for that one, I'm just gonna hope for the best and just hope that I get into P10 with my teammate. Me and my teammate just want to hope for both of us to be into the points, and then all we want to do is get the car home.
Yeah. Fantastic, well done, buddy.
And with that, that's pretty much all the time that we have. But until next week, good morning, good evening, good day, good night, wherever you are in the world. Have fun, and goodbye.